Hello, sir. Welcome to 26th SDC. Sir, I would like to ask you about your take on Pakistan's digital income.
Yeah, I think we had just a very good discussion with a major stakeholder in the sector. Um, I mean, obviously, it's confirmed that Pakistan has huge potential for the digital economy, and similarly, a lot of challenge or constraints that need to be managed before those huge potential can come true and become a real contributor to the economy. What I've heard from the participants that a lot of issues are common. I mean, across the sector, not only for the just the IT or digital sector. For example, where I have been told there's need the improvement in the consistencies of the policies. There's also a requirement for a proper implementation and enforcement of the policy, regulation. There's a need to invest in the human resources and also to build the capacity and institution through better coordination, through also investment in the human capital as well. Infrastructure, while it's already developed or not, still gap to address. More importantly, I also heard that there are some policies which are a bit contradictory, focusing a bit on the short-term gain, but at the cost of long-term sustainability and benefit. So I think those are very good recommendations, although not really something that's surprising to many people here. But what's important, I learned from the meeting that we need to look at the implementation, and ADB actually realizing this huge potential in the country, but also knows that there's a need to understand better the landscape in the IT or digital sector in the country. That's why we come up with this TA. I think, we told my team that we need to be humble there. We start really understanding better the landscape, the current situation, what's the constraint. Then also look at from there what we can bring to the country, to the government, to the stakeholder. Obviously, I can see there's a need for us to really helping all the stakeholder to come up with recommendations, be able to convey those recommendations with the decision makers, policy makers, and with focus on the solutions, with focus on the implementations, and also with focus on the proper prioritization to ensure those action or recommendation will be implemented.
Sir, how do you think that we should, overcome the gaps that we are facing or the hurdles that we are facing?
Yeah, I just now touched upon a bit already. I think for the country like Pakistan, you have multiple challenges, and IT is just one of them. So you need to start with a bit more realistic target, but be very firm on those targets. For example, we have, I heard we have 400,000 freelancers. Do they actually receive adequate services? Is there still scope that the government, the country, to help them to access the market to probably bring better value for their service to the market? Basically, I'm talking about services. I mean, if you improve their productivity, improve their value, access to the market, and bring their value from their services, it will help on the export already, right? Secondly, you also look at the secondary goal, maybe also looking at what you can achieve in the midterm. Just now I talk about the institutional weakness, the capacity issue, the human development issues. This probably requires certain time. So start work on it by actually working on it, by actually implement some changes. Itself will tell you what really adjust your course over this time. Eventually, of course, our goal is to attract the foreign direct investment in the country to make use of all this big potential, the population, the youthful population, are not have can handle that advantage of the country. But that goal probably will need some accumulation before you cannot really jump there directly because a few contradictory information we got here. On one side, PwC says Pakistan can be a hub for the IT. The value they're talking about $80 billion plus. So it means that's a potential. But on the other side, I heard from also participants that at the moment, very few, if not none, would like to invest now to Pakistan for IT. So how you are going to match those two extreme kind of good potential, but then there's a very little willingness to investment. So I think that's really the focus should be.
Thank you so much.